Alright, so I have been messing with this, and what I've done is I removed, let me look at the, let's grab the schematic. I'm going to have to grab my glasses. Lay this out a little bit so that we can look at it. Come on. Alright. Here is saucer fire sound, right? Comes off of this 555 timer. There's some, you know, there's a 4016, there's some 3906 transistors, an op amp, and this 06 open collector inverter, or is it a buffer? It's an inverter. Anyway, what I did, see, there's a couple transistors up here, there's these diodes up here. Now these diodes I didn't mess with because these diodes are also, not only do they, you know, not only are they in the circuit for the saucer fire, they're also in the circuit for the ship fire, which ship fire is fine, so I didn't mess with these. I just kind of went through, and all of this analog stuff, these 3906s are literally pennies. So I replaced those. I've replaced the op amp already. I replaced the 4016 already. I replaced the 555 already, but I think, I'm not sure, but since this schematic isn't exactly right, I didn't know if this was the 555 in this circuit and vice versa or not, so I replaced the other 555 as well. And I replaced this cap right here, the 0.01, and I'll show you. And I replaced this, where'd it go? This guy. I replaced this diode, and as you remember, I'd already replaced these caps, the tantalum caps. So let's remove this out of the way. I'll show you the board up here. Okay, it's these guys right here, this transistor, this one. There's 5 of them that I replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I replaced all those guys. I replaced this is the 0.01 that I replaced, and I replaced this guy, this diode right here. And that's it. I did not mess with any of the resistors. I went ahead and replaced this guy too, this 555, because the schematic, I just didn't buy the schematic, so I went ahead and just replaced both of these guys. Chances are it wasn't bad, but 555s are cheap too. I mean, super cheap. And it's not a bad thing to have it socketed. So anyway, I'll put this up on the stand. It's running right now. And also, guys, I have this other, this is an actual Asteroids Deluxe, I believe, AR. And I have the sound and everything going over to this guy instead of that one. You can see I just unplugged these 3 plugs and I plugged them into this guy right here. So I got my really all that's doing is I'm powering this and I'm using the audio amplifiers. That's really it, because 5 volts is coming from a switcher, and the other voltages, the AC voltages, are still coming from this guy over here on this side. So the only thing I'm really doing over here is using the audio amplifier. And as you can see here, if you can hear this, you hear all that chatter, that's coming through the speakers. So like the vector chatter is amplified through the speakers on here. Yeah, so let's set this up and we'll play it for a second, and I'll show you that the sound is now working. I don't know which part was bad, you know, that I don't know. But one of those parts was bad. My guess is it was either the .01 cap or one of the transistors or something. That's my guess. Either way, it was one of those analog parts. It's kind of hard to diagnose. You just, stuff is cheap enough, you just shotgun it and boom, now it works. So, we'll go ahead and coin, start. You see now that sound is fixed. And once again, you'll see like streaks of vectors and whatnot when stuff just gets destroyed. That is something with this monitor, because every Asteroids board I've ever hooked up to this monitor does that. Shoot! Stupid little idiot. I got lucky. Yeah, well, I suck, but there you go. There is one other thing that I'm going to do to this board. I don't understand how people are so good at these games. It's so frustrating because I'm not good at them. I like playing them, but I'm just not good. I can just touch this and see that. All I'm doing is basically touching this thing. You know, just... So we got a funky dip switch. It's just not a very good dip switch. So I will replace that guy off camera, and then I will let this thing run for a few hours, playing it periodically today. And that's going to do it for this repair. So, in review, I went ahead and replaced all of these sockets and found that I had made a mistake and had a short on one of them, and that led me down a rabbit hole for a little bit. But we got that straightened out and fixed. Okay. I have recapped this board completely, all of the electrolytics, even a couple of these guys, this one right here. A lot of this analog sound circuitry has been replaced. So yeah, we had a little bit of funkiness up here, remember? A couple caps there replaced. New crystal. This guy's new. This guy is new. Even though it wasn't bad. But new chips are good. Yeah. It's good and clean. You know, all the work on the back is cleaned up. It's good to go. No problem. So guys, that's going to do it. I'll replacing this guy too. This dip switch is going to get replaced. Yep. Thanks for watching, everybody. Do appreciate it. Subscribe if you are not. I appreciate it. It helps me out. And we will see you on the next repair. Thank you.